All right, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Blaise over here, Blue Chip Athletic Club podcast, coming to you on, I think today is September the 3rd, maybe the 4th. I'm kind of losing track of the days. And hope you guys are enjoying your Wednesday or whenever you guys listen to this episode here. And again, another short one on or in our segment called Overtime. We'll keep kind of pumping that, and eventually we'll probably drop the title off because you guys will get the picture that we do a couple of long form and then short form versions of this. Today is going to be a little bit more about me than going on a health rant. I think that it's important for me to kind of get this realization for anybody else in the entrepreneurial space or a small business owner to kind of get this out there. And maybe it'll help somebody else who's, I don't know, I want to say afraid to take a chance, but afraid to do something or put themselves out there because it is challenging. You know, it's challenging. I feel like to be in a space where you're, 30, you launched a business, and there's a lot of people that are there for, the reveal, the business drops, and they're like, oh yeah, congrats. So excited for you, blah, blah, blah. And that's kind of like, that little dopamine hit, that little happiness hit of people you're thinking that are supporting you and doing all that thing. And then, after the drop, usually people are kind of ancillarily following you or supporting your stuff. But for the most part, it's the same, people that are asking you for discounts for services and stuff that you kind of pour your heart and soul into. The same people that kind of start to, as the business may or may not become successful, start to talk illy or maybe even just kind of block out the success that you've had from some form of, whether that's internal jealousy or whatever the thing becomes, even though you're probably the same person who's just growing and developing in the small business world. But the reason that I mention all those things is because when I initially started this business, I really wanted to take it in the direction of, helping, I'll say, former and current athletes look, move, and feel their best. And I think, that was the vision, that's the goal. I've got a coaching background of youth athletes where I kind of want to blend youth and adult training and athletics and nutrition coaching and all those things. And those things still reign true. But I think part of the reason why I ended up putting myself in that box is because I was afraid to put myself in the box that I'm going to kind of lean into a little bit here moving forward, which is helping pilots, whether they're active duty military members or commercial aviators, also look, move, and feel their best, built by a pilot for a pilot. And yeah, it's a scary thing to do. I'll say, part of the reason that I have avoided doing it so far, and adding this, we'll call it dimension to the business in here, is because, fear, under maybe subconscious fear of people that I work with, hearing about what we do, seeing me sit here and talk to a camera while I'm on a walk in the morning, and thinking like, what's this guy doing? Or, hey, he's throwing up another video or a picture with his shirt off or whatever. And, that in the military space, as a Coast Guard officer, I have to kind of tread the line between, the things that you say and do and the people that you help and how much you kind of promote those things at work. And I've been doing that, I think, for the better part of 4 or 5 years, however long the business has been running, but no more. I think that I'm ready to bring out this new version of Blue Chip, this new facet of what we do, because in reality, 90% of the people that we're helping in person or online, are active duty service members or pilots that are looking to move a little bit better, feel a little bit better, tackle their nutrition on the road, take more charge of their health. And I think that it's really, really difficult to do that without somebody who's kind of paving the way, who's had a little bit of time, effort, and energy trying to do it themselves. So, hey, good morning. So what I'm looking to do is I'm looking to take all of those, experiences that I've had, traveling, deploying, being a part of a team, spending nights in hotels, grocery shopping, finding, nutritional habits for people on the road, training habits for people in hotels, all of these things that I feel like, the answer has been so obvious. Like, why are we not really publicizing the fact that we help these people? And I do want to shout out, we are starting up a new partnership with a company. I don't want to divulge anything until we kind of sign paperwork and documents, but with a company that does a lot of work with pilots and aviators. And it took until after I had that call to be like, why am I not adding this to what we do? Why am I not doing these things? And it's been a lot of internal reflection the last couple of days. And I kind of landed on that, like the fear of what coworkers would say. But at the end of the day, this is the stuff that I'm passionate about. It is a little bit uncomfortable for people to know, hey, I'm a personal trainer or whatever, nutrition coach or whatever, because those things become vulnerable. People are, upset about the way that they look, they move, and they feel. Men, especially in the year 2025, in and around the age of 30, never, ever want to ask for help. They think that they can do everything on their own. And I kind of look back at the analogy of, like, you don't tell your carpenter how to build a cabinet, just like you shouldn't tell your health and wellness coach how to eat and how to train. And I think, if you knew what to do and you could do it, you'd be doing it already. So I'm here to help the people that need a little help, that, you've let yourself fall off, you've got a family and kids, or maybe you're a pilot who's sitting in the seat, and realistically, like, you want to talk about, you're really just an overpaid bus driver. You're sitting there in a seat, your lower back is cramping up, you're spending hours on the road, you're jet lagged, you're going through different time zones. All these same things affect you, that affect these other people. And I want to speak to you guys. If you need help, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm really excited to launch some programs that are dedicated, built by a pilot for pilots, that are coming out very soon. You may see me doing more episodes of things like this in a flight suit, or taking photos of the plane or things like that more often, to kind of get the message out that we're really starting to lean into this demographic and group. So until next time, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. If you like this episode and solo rant about business and not being afraid to lean into people that you can help, leave us a 5-star review on Apple, Google, Spotify, whatever you're kind of listening on, YouTube. And until next time, hope you guys enjoy your day. You don't stop playing because you get old. You get old because you stop playing. Peace.